The KwaZulu-Natal province is today expected to hold a Provincial Day of Prayer. This to mark respect for all victims who lost their lives in the recent flood disaster. The aim is to also pray for the end of such tragedies in the province. Faith-based organizations and citizens are urged to pause and observe this moment of prayer. For more on this, we now bring in SABC News reporter Thulani Msimang. Thulani, a very good morning to you. What's happening where you are?
Yes, good morning, Desiree. From where we are at the Durban Exhibition Center in Durban, it's a day of prayer that is organized by the provincial government, where people are encouraged to come here and pray for the victims of flood and for the families of people who have lost their loved ones during those floods of the 19th of April. They are all here, but it's a bit delayed because there are some of the issues that are affecting rather the whole province. Issues like people they were not able to start on time because of issues maybe like transporting people from the areas where they live, because some of the roads are cut off and you have huge traffic jams from the areas that have been cut off where people are trying to access. People are beginning to trickle in, as you can see. Some people are starting to come in now here at the venue where they are holding this National Day of Prayer. They are coming into the Durban Exhibition Center to pray and support the victims of the floods that took place at that time. But I'm just going to try and speak to one of the organizers who's a member of the provincial government, Umfundisi Vusitu, who's going to take us through to what is going to happen here today. Thank you for very much for your time, Babu Dube. Can you just explain and rather take through the viewers what's going to happen today? I know we're praying for the victims of flood and to support them and to promote the day of prayer today. What is going to be happening today?
Well, I want to thank you very much. First of all, we want to thank the Premier of KwaZulu-Natal for having such a great vision that when there's a calamity in our province, he stood up and called all the leaders of faith to come and pray, because he totally believed that with this calamity, there is no way that we can go through without prayer. So today, it's a day of prayer. It's a provincial day of prayer. We are going to be praying for our province, but basically we are going to be meeting some of the families who are able to come and join us. You know that we've got thousands of people who are living in halls, and some of them obviously they don't even have water. They can't even do ablution so that they come and join us in this prayer. But they will send their representative throughout Durban and I must say KwaZulu-Natal. So they'll be sending their representative to be with us here. There are families here who have lost their beloved ones in the family that are not yet buried, that we are going to be sitting and talking to after this service so that they begin to organize the funerals. Some of them, what is more painful, they don't even have houses where they are going to house the funeral. So it's going to be, a very abnormal situation because of the calamity that we are facing. But I'm very grateful that the Premier has approached us as religious leaders to say for him to begin to move with the challenge that he is facing, he will definitely need the voice from above. He will need prayers. The members of the legislature are here. The Premier with his executive are here, and the councillors are here, because from here we must get the guideline of what we are going to do with our communities. So we are going to see a lot of religious leaders leading prayers, but more than anything we appreciate that we are going to be meeting some of the families that have lost their beloved ones, even their houses. They are going to be with us here.
Fundisitu, I know that you yourself and your colleagues in the faith-based leadership organizations, you've been to some of the victims, you've been to some of the people who have lost their loved ones. What is the message that you're taking through to them, and what are you seeing there as the faith-based leadership?
Well, it brings tears when you see an old man crying tears, because he doesn't think of any future that he has. When he has lost his house, not only his house, also the members of the family. In one of the family at Ndwedwe, we have seen this. One of the family at Ushwini, I've seen this. A number of people who are staying in hall without even privacy. It's very painful to see those children that are lingering around there, obviously not knowing what is happening. They do not have future at the moment because all the books, all the uniform was washed away by rain, and they sleep there. Some of them do not even have mattresses. They literally sleep on the floor. You can imagine in one hall accommodating more than 50 families. I'm not talking about one person, 50 families. And we are thinking of the situation that we are in now. It's the COVID time. There is a lack of water because some of the pipes were washed away by water. So there is no water. There is no water for these people. And we need also a lot of to give them support in terms of mobile toilets that are not there, because you can imagine 50 families using the community hall toilet. It's not going to work where there is no water. I'm very grateful that when we visited one place in Claremont, there was no electricity, and we spoke to the mayor who was able to work things out, and electricity at least was connected. But what we do now, we go to the community, check them, assess them, and then we cook for them, because some of them are sitting there, they don't even have pots. In the beginning, we're delivering some food, like rice and impupu and stuff like that. But we realized that some of these halls, they don't even have running water in a normal way. So what we are organizing now is to cook for them, and then we are going to be taking food into different halls. But there are many. We need more hands. We need more people who are going to commit themselves into cooking for these people, so that we'll be able to at least to give them hope. What is more important for us as religious leaders, again, we are going to go to these places to give counseling, to talk to these people, because as I'm saying, they are in tears. When you begin to talk with them, they break down in tears because they don't know from here where to. So we are very glad that the Premier has called us to bring hope to the people of KwaZulu-Natal. Just to say, we are here as government, we hear their cries, and we are going to make sure that we are here with them in terms of making sure we give the delivery that they need at this time. Want to appreciate also the human settlement, because from the meeting that we have had with them as a legislature and together as members of faith, they are going to be fast-tracking the way of making sure that mobile places are built for the families, at least so that they are accommodated within the next 7 days.
Let us, Reverend Vusi Dube, I'm going to let you go to continue with the program. Thank you very much for your time. As you can hear, studio, that what is needed is more hands, more help for people. The province is still upside down. It's not back to normal. As I was saying, that, people are not even able to come on time here because of the roadblocks, the roads that have been washed away. There's also an issue that was mentioned by Reverend Dube, the issue of water. It's a crucial issue. When we went out to communities in Tongat, in Hammersdale, it's the same issue. People need water, people need clothing, people don't know where to go, they need support. He's saying that, he's stressing that they need more help, they need more rescue officials, food and other things to help the victims of the floods that happened on the 11th of October. People now are continuing to stream into the venue. More people are coming in, so they will start shortly. We was expecting to start at around 9 o'clock, but we think things are going to get underway very shortly now. Back to you, Desiree, in the studio.